What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Friday college basketball today. Friday, just like Thursday, it's not necessarily the best day of the week to bet college basketball, but just like in every single one of my videos, every single day, the entire duration of the college basketball season, I'm going to go over each and every game against the spread and give you my predictions. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on today's video, and do not forget my Saturday prediction videos come out earlier than normal. 6 days of the week, I upload at 6 a.m. in the morning, but my Saturday predictions will be out later today here on Friday, usually sometime around 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you get notified exactly when my predictions for every single game for Saturday come out. We got Illinois Duke. We got so many others. It is another epic Saturday. And you guys have known the numbers I've been putting up on those Saturday slates. Quite impressive. These are my numbers that were coming into Thursday. And they're the same numbers that are coming into Friday. I didn't have any action, guys. I didn't bet, man. I don't bet just to scratch an itch. I don't bet just because I feel obligated because I have clients on my premium. I bet to win. And if I don't find games that I think have tremendous value, I'm not going to risk my money. Even the games I like the most that have more than one unit, it's still a risk. It's still betting on a sports game. And you guys got to understand that. So my numbers are the same coming into today as they were yesterday. I would have bet on Northwestern. I would have bet on USC over Maryland. So it would have been a 1-in-1 day if I did force my action. We would have lost a little bit of money. So there you go, guys. That's exactly why I don't force my action. And that's exactly why I put up winners like that, guys. Won 8 of my last 10 days, 62% winning percentage, up almost 21 units. So even at only $100 a pop, which is exactly what I wager, that's over $2,000. So something to consider there. The link, again, you can see it right on the screen, but the link to my website right in the description of today's video, danspicks.net. You can try out a week of picks if you want. It'll get you today. It'll get you Saturday. It'll get you a full week, 7 days. But lock in that month, man. The monthly price is pretty significantly different. You can basically get a whole week for free by going with that monthly package. And by going with that monthly package, it'll kind of lock you in for more than a week. You'll have better discipline with your money, which is important, which I stress in every single video. So consider hopping on, guys. There's a text list. Regardless of what package you get, I will put you right on that text list. And all of my plays will get texted directly to your phone, the plays, the odds of those plays, and how many units to put on each one. All you got to do, copy my text and stick on the text list long term, and you're going to have a lot of money in your pocket. I've doubled the bankroll of a lot of clients, and I want you guys to join as well. So, hey, man, let's get into Friday's games. A good one. Pretty good games here. We got two in particular out of the slate that I want to talk about a little bit more than others. Let me share the screen with you, bring up Pickett Sports, latest odds here. If you guys want to have access to Pickett, I do have a link in the description. It's completely free. You can just get it at the App Store. Bowling Green, Toledo, spread of 8, spread of 7.5, depending on the book here. I'm going to take the points, man. I don't see an upset here. This doesn't it doesn't feel like an upset. Nothing about this screams upset to me. But the spread just looks a little bit big. I think Toledo wins by about 4 or 5 points. I'm going to go ahead and take the 8 with Bowling Green. Oakland, the Golden Grizz, Purdue Fort Wayne here. And I think you could at least make the argument that the wrong team is favored. 4.5? That's a pretty good little chunk of points to have in your back pocket in what I think is a close, competitive basketball game. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the points here with Oakland. Marquette, Villanova, one of the bigger games on the slate today. We got Villanova catching 2.5, 1.5, depending on the book. But the money lines are pretty close. -120 for Marquette, +110 for Nova. Look, this is a very, very interesting situational spot. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if you watched the last game. I don't know how many games you guys watch in terms of college basketball. If you're just picking and choosing, watching your favorite teams, if you watch every game like a crazy person like me, Villanova collapsed significantly, completely blew an upset win over UConn. If they had won that game, they had that St. John's win. If they had beaten UConn on the road, and then you would have came home here versus Marquette with full momentum, and if and trust me, if they had held on and beaten UConn, I would be telling you guys, I would be predicting them to beat Marquette right here. If they had done all that, you could argue that this team had gotten themselves onto the bubble and certainly have life to make the tournament. But having that collapse, having that complete meltdown, against UConn. And when I say meltdown, I'm talking a big one. I'm talking like they had to almost do everything wrong to lose that game. So in a situation like this, I want Villanova. I like Villanova. I think they have the toughness. I like their roster. I don't trust Marquette. I want to bet Villanova, but I'm worried about their mentality coming in off of an unbelievably deflating game, blowing that game to UConn. I'm worried that they just don't care. I'm worried that they know their season's pretty much cooked now. In fact, it's cooked. It's late. They haven't done enough. They needed that game like blood. That was one of the few big opportunities they have left here. They needed that one. They needed this one. They needed the St. John's one. They went 1 for 2, and now, they'll probably drop this one as well. I'm going to go square. I'm going to go public. I'm going to go casual. I'm going to go brainless. Give me Marquette on the money line. I'm not going to lay 1.5 here in what should be a close game. And this is just purely of guessing on the mentality of the Wildcats. If you could tell me for certain you knew that Villanova would give an all-out effort here with still high spirits and positivity, then I would absolutely go Villanova. No doubt about it. They would win the game outright, and they could still very well win this game outright. I just can't bet on Villanova after that UConn collapse. It's as simple as that. I just can't do it. I'm just worried about their mentality. Marquette has plenty to play for, plenty. So I'm going to go with the team that's still probably going to be mentally engaged. Northern Kentucky, Wright State, no idea. Dayton, Loyola, Chicago, good game here. And I'm gonna take the dog. I think the wrong team's favored here. Give me the 2.5. I will take the 2.5 points. I'm not greedy. Loyola Chicago. I think they're gonna beat Dayton. I'm gonna take 2.5 points. Harvard, Princeton, pretty good game here, but it actually should be a blowout. Ivy League just isn't the same. There's a couple teams I like more than not. The one right under as well, Yale there sticks out to me. I like Yale. I like Princeton. I even kind of like Dartmouth a little bit this year out of the Ivy. I'll go with Princeton, and right underneath there, let's just cover that game as well. Give me Yale. Lay the points. Green Bay, Robert Morris, you got to lay the points there. Should be a blowout. Dartmouth and Penn. So I just told you guys that I like Dartmouth, but Dartmouth only won by 3, I think. The first game that these guys played, which was not at Penn. Revenge game, a weird line, a fishy line. I mean, Dartmouth should literally be favored by like 4.5. 1? A pick 'em? Give me Penn. I think Penn's going to win the game. It's Ivy League. Columbia and Brown, more Ivy League. And I'm going to lay the points. I mean, Columbia is just not good. I'm going to go with Brown. 4.5 is reasonable. Canisius and Marist. 12.5, 13.5. Look, they're going to win the game. They're going to win the game comfortably, but no, this is too many points. Maybe it's a trap. Maybe there's an injury I don't know about. Like I said, I only put so much of my brain power into these lower end leagues here. This one being up in the Northeast. I'm going to take Canisius, man. Give me the points. They're going to lose by like 6 or 7. Maybe upwards of 10, but 13.5. No. Too many points. Niagara and Siena. Pretty impressive here for Siena. Jerry McNamara as the coach. Just simply to even have this line, right? I mean, laying 6.5 against Niagara. Again, maybe there's something I don't know about. Maybe the travel and all the snow that's been going on in the Northeast. Maybe just simply being the team that's not at home is a significant disadvantage. I'm taking the points with Niagara. Siena laying 6.5. Nah, I got to take the points there. And look, if they cover and they keep the positivity going, all the power to Siena. I wish the best for Jerry Mack. Used to watch him play as a player for Syracuse all the time out there in Western New York. Sacred Heart, Merrimack, no idea. Cleveland State, Detroit Mercy. Give me the points. Give me the points with the hospital. St. Mary's, St. Peter's, Mount St. Mary's. What am I saying here? I'll lay the points. Lay the points. I'll take them out here, laying a reasonable number. Manhattan, Iona. Give me Iona. Money line it. -152. I'm not laying points, but I think they're going to win. Fairfield and Ryder. Interesting. I don't like Fairfield in this spot. I'm going to go with Ryder. I'll lay the 4. Michigan State, Michigan. I know you guys were looking forward to my opinion on this one, I'm sure. And just like that Villanova game, I'm going to take a little bit more time and talk about this one. I think it's important. So the mentality of these teams, Michigan State coming in off a nice win More impressive than I thought. I actually thought Purdue would get them. Michigan got by Purdue, but barely, and at home. So they both beat Purdue on their home court. Michigan State, I worry about their offense a little bit. I worry about their offense drying up in a game like this. I think Golden is going to have some success. I like the overall roster of Michigan State. A lot of very, very athletic people. I just don't know if they have a real giant that's going to be able to work here. Now, fundamentally, I think we have a coaching advantage for Sparty. This is a tough one. I lean Michigan. I lean the Wolverines. I think they can get it done. I think the guards cross each other out in a game like this, maybe even a little bit of an edge to Michigan. I think kind of the bigger players on the court, I think the edge goes slightly back to Michigan State. But ultimately, I think home court advantage in a game like this is significant, and I worry about Sparty's offense holding up for the full duration of this game. I think they're going to have spurts, but I worry about the jump shooting. And if they're not getting, inside too easily, and if those shots from outside aren't falling, we saw what happened in that Indiana game when they were a huge favorite. When the shots aren't falling from Sparty, they're screwed. And I know the offense will be just fine for Michigan here. In terms of the total, I actually like the under better than probably picking a side in a game like this. Under 152 makes sense to me. I mean, that's, 77 to 75. That's a lot of points. I mean, I find it hard to believe that both teams will get out of the 60s. Again, when the shots are falling for Sparty, and then they're keeping up with Michigan, who can obviously score, we could get an over. I mean, this college basketball, you never know. There's a lot of volatility. It's a Friday night, big rivalry game. Hard to predict games like this, but I lean under the total, and I lean Michigan at home, just like I did when they played Purdue. Give me the home team. Kent State and Miami, Ohio. Coin flip game. Give me the 1.5 with Kent State. Milwaukee, Youngstown State. Interesting. Milwaukee, Youngstown State here. I don't know why my mouse is freaking out. My bad. I guess that's the last game. That's probably why. Milwaukee and Youngstown State for the third time. Milwaukee and Youngstown State for the fourth time. How many times am I going to say it? Look, it's a coin flip game. I'm going to go Milwaukee. I think they got better athletes overall. I'll take the 2.5 points there. But guys, look at the numbers on the screen, man. Can't stress it enough. Coming into Saturday, do you understand what I've done on Saturday of college basketball for the full duration of this year? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, man. It is, it's crazy the amount of money I've made on Saturdays. This Saturday, I already have like 6 games circled that I'm going to absolutely nuke. Like more than a standard 1.1 unit wager to win a unit. I'm talking some 3 and 4 unit bombs, just like last weekend. We're going to have another historical day, guys. Get on that text list, link in the description. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Good luck on Friday, man. Don't overdo it. You just got to wait 24 hours to have a really, really epic day with plenty of good games to choose from. So use your discipline, use your brain power. See you in the next video.